Alright, my friend, we are in the book of Job today. The book of Job is challenging. It's challenging because of the questions it proposes. And it's really not answering the question that you think it's answering. When you read the book of Job and it's about Job's pain, about his amount of pain so crushing in his life that he wanted to die. That was how bad it was for him. But it brings a lot of questions about God's sovereignty. Not so much why do bad things happen, but a reminder that God is in control even though bad things happen. We are treated to the first couple chapters of the book of Job that Job himself wasn't aware of. Now, the book of Job is probably one of the first books, probably took place around the days of Abraham, or before Abraham, around that area of time. So probably one of the first books written that we find in the Bible. That's my battery on my phone telling me it's low, which is okay. We'll just keep track with the kitty. The kitty will help. The kitty is going to help. The book of Job is rich and full of God's sovereignty. And that's the main message that drives home. A couple key things that we learn. That Satan is accountable to God. First of all, that he's real. And that he is an angel that has fallen because of his pride. But even his dark mind, and all of our minds, are open books to God. There's nothing that's hidden that God is not aware of. And I got a couple of these notes from Chuck Mister's study on the book of Job. You need to check that out. It's pretty interesting. And that Satan is also behind all the evils of the world, of the curse of the world, and he has to have God's permission. And just say, also, only God is everywhere. God knows our mind and is watching us and is in complete control. Of course, Job loses everything but his wife and some friends that don't really seem like the kind of friends you really want to have. The friends that just sit around and talk about, why are all these bad things happening to you? Surely you must have sinned. And Job's insisting, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. This is, an integrity I've got, obviously he's a sinner just like all of us, and he knew that. We are all sinners. And why? Why do bad things happen anyway? God is still sovereign and in control. And I'm going to read through chapter to chapter, not reading verse to verse, but just certain things that I find interesting in there, because you can read through and it's a lot of dialogue. It's all it really is Job arguing with his friends, pretty much. And it's a huge debate about what's going on with Job and sort of the inner struggle that they have with why God would allow these things and what's going on. In the end, it's just God is sovereign over the affairs of all mankind. And we have to trust him and grow deeper in relationship with him through those struggles, through that pain. And he does know us individually. God knows his servant Job. And he points him out, look at my servant Job. Just like that, we are also known individually. And God knows us. God knows where we're at. He knows our hearts. He knows our actions. He knows where we want to be. And he knows what he wants to make us to be like. And we will continue in the next video, because I'm being interrupted by a child that should be asleep right now. Go to sleep!